Hello, it's December 2nd, 2006. You can see I was about ready to take a little walk, which I'm going to do a little bit later, but first I had the nagging desire to make a video about something. And I figured I might as well do it now and let it upload while I'm walking around thinking about things, which I've been doing a lot of lately. Excuse me. Last weekend, actually not last weekend, before last weekend, which might have... Anyway, my truck pretty much died last weekend. I could pay for it to have it built again, or rebuilt, or whatever you'd call it, but for all intents and purposes, right now it's dead. And I've been, again, relying on the company of strangers, the kindness of family and friends. Yes, I've been relying on the kindness of family and friends to get me around, and doing a lot of walking and thinking, which can be a good thing, and it can also be a very terrifying and painful and bad thing, depending on what I'm thinking of. I tend to be pretty moody, as you might be able to figure out by now. A lot of people have a pretty even keel to them. I don't. I seem to be able to get unhappy pretty quickly. Not that I'm miserable all the time or anything. I'm usually pretty cheerful, I would say. But don't confuse cheerfulness with happiness either, because I would say I'm not particularly happy. And I wasn't particularly happy when the truck died. I was quite upset, actually. Not that I have any real emotional attachment to it or anything. I mean, I never really named it, or don't have any of these great stories of adventures we've been through together, but it was a serviceable vehicle. I enjoyed having it, for the most part. And I've driven it for 10 years without too many major problems. Well, I have had a few. But anyway, I was feeling bad about it. And I really wonder why. I've really thought a lot about this. Why did I feel bad because the truck was dying, or had died? And I came to the conclusion that it was because I have to grow up a little bit. It's time, and I don't want to do that. I know that sounds odd for somebody who's over 40 years old to say, but I really don't look forward to growing up as much as I did. I thought I would when I was a kid. I thought it would be fun. And a lot of times it is fun. But a lot of times it's just you still going through life as though you were in the same place you always were. Yeah. I don't often get the feeling of accomplishment that I wish I did. I do occasionally, but not always. And it's kind of lonely. It's kind of lonely being one person. Because you always are you. You don't see it in context. And I know a lot of people who really love being themselves, and I don't dislike being me. I like being me. But it's not easy being me, or being green. But anyway, I've kept the truck this long, like I've kept a lot of other things that I shouldn't have, probably. Because they allowed me excuses to be something less than I should be. A lot of my attitude's the same way. A lot of things I say, a lot of the ways I've reacted to things, I would say are pretty indicative of me not wanting to face reality, even when reality could be so much cooler than what it is now. Whatever this is that I'm in most of the time now, which seems to be my reality, but doesn't seem to coincide with anyone else's. For good reason, because I'm a pretty standoffish person, generally, I guess. Anyway, it's time to change that. And it's time for the truck to go. And it's time for me to tell you that, I guess. I don't know why anybody'd be interested in that. Actually, I do, because I'm a thoroughly interesting person. Yeah, I kind of am. I can be. I have to admit this to myself. I really do. No, it's not easy to do. It's not easy to walk around thinking that people care, especially if you've put up a wall hoping that they wouldn't for so long, because it was easier, which I think is what I did and have done and have continued to this day to do. And it's really getting kind of lonely and boring. And life isn't about being lonely or about being boring. Life is about being cool, having fun, having difficulties apparently, but getting through them and creating things and making it worth the time you put in, worth the whatever. Whatever it's time or anything. Making it something you want it to be, instead of hiding from something you want it to be and pretending that that's not what you want it to be, when it is what you want it to be. So the truck is a valuable experience right now to me. And I actually am beginning to be happy that it's broken down and that I have to make some decisions, and that changes in the wings and knocking on the door. Change is good. Change is good. Being 15 years old would suck to have to do it all the time. Being any age would suck to have to do it all the time. It's a trip. It's not a stationary place. Life is a trip. I need to begin taking that trip a little more often. So anyway, I have no real... Yes, I do have a clue why somebody would want to hear that. I say that a lot. Who cares? Thanks for watching this. I'm off to my walk. I'll upload this thing now, and if you understand it and like it, that's really cool. And if you don't, that's really cool too. It doesn't matter. I hope you do, though. So in the meantime, I'm off. But you knew that anyway. Bye-bye.